Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Let's be honest, yesterday we got really lucky, but we ranked extremely well. 143rd, we could have done better if I just didn't completely brick it up. What's crazy is that I watched Mathis's video, and he didn't use the shovel, like he got IV bag instead, because that's apparently the only item that he cares about in the world on daily challenges. So we got a lot of points, but he never actually went past the boss rush area. More power to him, I guess. But, I mean, if anything, it kind of does show me that IV bag can be really useful for you on a daily challenge. Because he wasn't that far away in terms of points or ranking. But, yeah, the shovel saved our ass there, obviously. We're Blue Baby. We're only going to Mom. It's going to be another short daily. I'll go back for that coin, obviously. It's going to be another short daily unless we manage to get the shovel or, you know, blank card Awaz rune again. We'll try to make it happen. Hey! Cats, I invite you up on my desk as a personal thank you to you for being my fine furry friend, but then you try to attack my cords and stuff like that. Those are very vulnerable. Notched axe. I have to imagine that at least on the early floors, this will probably provide more coins than the poop will. It's not your ideal spacebar item, but it does give you a chance for things like crawl spaces and black markets as well. I don't know if that ups our chances of getting kind of like an artificial floor out of things. I apologize, by the way, for harping on this, you know, like, you know, get the shovel, get the Awaz rune nonsense, but that is pretty much our, you know, reason for being on this run at this point, is to try to make that happen. It's the difference between ranking well and not ranking well, and on dailies, if that's your chief concern, then we gotta give that some priority. And if it's not your concern to get the shovel, then why the fuck are we even doing dailies? Or if it's not our concern to get a decent ranking, why are we even doing dailies? Especially ones where we just go to Mom. Like, beating Blue Baby or beating Mom as Blue Baby is not necessarily that much of a challenge most of the time. I don't want to necessarily jinx myself here, but yeah, like, we're not doing this run just for the satisfaction of being able to beat Mom with Blue Baby. You know, it's not October 2011 here. We gotta pull out some higher order stops if we're gonna be truly impressed with the way that we've done things here. That was very bad damage on my part. Kinda saw it coming. Little Horn is mostly just annoying. Fun boss, cool design, little tedious from time to time. Prefer it when he walks into the fire. Okay, half spirit heart down. We got the screw. I'm going to go back and do a little bit more exploration. We may or may not get another charge here. If we do get another charge, I don't know where I'll use it, to be honest with you, but this is kind of what I assumed would happen there. That would have been a much better room to use Notched Axe on. Probably our secret room here, worth a bomb. We could always, whoa, that's a surprise. It's not there. We could always crack into Tinted Rocks with Notched Axe next time it's available, if we can find them in time. Cat, if you'd like to leave, well, you can just go then. You didn't have to whine to get in here in the first place. Cats don't care, man. Cats don't care. Alright, so on this one, we can easily take a deal with the devil. Oh, I always make that mistake. We could take a deal with the devil that will allow us to live, I should say. I shouldn't say we should easily take it, because find ourselves in kind of a tricky spot here. And the Burning Basement is not necessarily the easiest floor in the game. That's probably our secret room. Wow, apparently there's just no secret rooms on this floor. That's my mistake. Spelunker's hat. Not really the most meaningful. I wish that I'd taken this before I got an extra bomb, or before I spent our extra bomb. That's okay. I know we have Notched Axe available. I'm not going to use it on this room. I kind of want to go back and use it on the room full of pots. But at the same time, I don't want to have to walk through the spikes again to make that happen. What do you think about this? Oh, petrified poop is so good, but it makes me regret losing the poop. That's going to be a bit of a schism, I guess, in my play, or my daily versus other people's dailies. Oh well. I mean, the truth of the matter is, if we're not going to use Notched Axe, which it looks like I'm not doing on this floor, but I'm going to make an effort to do so, we might as well have stuck with the poop. So I kind of have to double down on it. If we get one more bomb, we can get a sack of pennies, which is worth the cost of doing business, at least. Alright, crack into the pots. Wow. Colossal waste. But always the chance that you get something out of those. And we got basically nothing. And by basically I mean literally nothing. Let's do some more exploration here. I would like to get 2 more bombs from this floor. One for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cats, go. But, oh my lord. Brain, why have you let me down? Well, the other one would be for the second secret room, where maybe we can get a black heart or something like that. I find myself already kind of being behind the 8 ball to a large degree here. 1 HP up will not allow us to take a deal with the devil if it doesn't give us HP to begin with. This is a fairly rough start. There's also... Wow, we almost got hit by that. There's a tinted rock here. But of course, now I am bereft of bombs and bereft of coins because I played the slot machine trying to get some bombs. Maybe this is another moment where I have made a mistake that I couldn't really see coming. Find myself in a little bit of an unfortunate position. I hate that attack. I felt like until like 2 weeks ago, I'd only seen that attack if you let Ragman live for like 20 minutes. Now he's doing that attack all the time, and I'm like, come on, dog, like, that's not really fair, is it? Slow your roll a little bit. Oh my god, what does it take? 7 hits to kill those? He can instantly resurrect his own spiders? I mean, focusing on the head is the important tip here when he spawns it, but still so tanky relative to some of the other bosses we can fight around here. We did get a deal with the devil. We got safety pin. And... Oh my god, we can do it! The day is saved! That was unexpected. Of course, now I can only get hit once. But you have to try it. Like, there's no question, you have to give it a shot. This is a black market. I don't know what I'm hoping for in here. Yeah, like a little bit of money is actually okay. Now we can't get hit at all, and we have not really, like, improved our damage at all. So I feel like we're probably not long for this world, but you have to commit to the shovel here because it's what gives you the chance to actually rack up a good score. Let's pour one out for all the people that were unable to buy the shovel because they took too many hits. I feel you, man. I was very close to that. But instead, here I am. And I'm committed, man. I'm committed to making this one work. We need another spirit heart as soon as possible. It's non-negotiable. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, they've gotten free. They've gotten free. Okay, there's like half of them dead. This is gonna be harrowing. And like, I'm looking at this run and I'm like, man, we're not gonna be able to get to boss rush. We may be able to get 8 floors deeper than we originally intended based on where the daily's supposed to end, but I don't think we're getting to boss rush unless we pick up some extra damage real quick. Like, we need so many things right now. A bomb would be really nice. That way, if we find a tinted rock, we could conceivably start to get ourselves out of this hole. A spirit heart directly would be substantially amazing. It would be incredible. A key so we could get into our item room or even our shop and buy something. You know, I'm just throwing out ideas here for things that could enable us to succeed in the future. There we go. We got money. We got Liberty Cap, which at this point may be more valuable. And we got a key. These guys could easily fuck you. 4? No, I'm sorry. This is too many. Yep, I'm dead. Well, that's our daily for today. That was a pretty colossal fuck up. It was like right around the same rank for everything, which makes sense considering we died there. Oh, you know, you got me today, Luke. You died a little later, but you got me today. That shovel pickup was a red herring. Well, I guess we'll just do a, we'll do a different run. That's unfortunate. Let's try Mega Satan on Kane. I'm disappointed in myself. That one could have been a lot of fun, but I threw it. It's the first one we've really thrown to a colossal degree in quite some time. But, oh, that hurts. That hurts. I know there's gonna be people that are saying, well, you know, well, there's a couple of different, like, avenues, some lines of play that I should have, we don't want this as much as we want Paperclip, if I could go back in time, I would like to take advantage of. One of them is, don't get hit so much. Getting hit, especially, like, losing 1 full spirit heart to that spike room, we got hit twice on it, it's just embarrassing. And I am embarrassed, honestly. Even though it's a mistake that's happened to a lot of people before, I'm sure, and will continue to. It's embarrassing. And there will be people who also say, hey, why did you take the shovel? You should have just tried to make it to mom. Hey, you know, for that, like, I'm not in the business of, I see the tinted rock there. I'm not in the business of trying to deliberately throw down a subpar daily. I wanna swing for the fences. You know, big home run hitters, not to put myself in the same category as professional athletes, you know, they hit more home runs than other players. They also tend to have more strikeouts, you know? They swing for the fences, and sometimes you miss. Even if you swing for the fences, if you miss, you land amongst the stars, is what I've always said, of course. But mostly this is just me making excuses for poor play. If I'd used my bombs more effectively, we also probably could have gotten into the shop, bought a Spirit Heart, and been relatively okay. Also, maybe I could just stop taking, like, incredibly stupid damage. There is a self-sacrifice. No, that's not a self-sacrifice room. Disregard. I thought those were spikes. I've been trying to make this Mega Satan stuff work, and with the new revelation that you can hurt yourself like 7 times or 6 times on the curse or the self-sacrifice room, get a key piece, do it again, get a key piece, and then teleport to Mega Satan. It's a really actually interesting kind of consequence. It's something that I want to pursue, but since then we have like very rarely found meaningful self-sacrifice rooms. It's very disappointing, actually. It's not the game's fault necessarily, but I would like to have some on offer. Okay, we're about to get Taurused. There we go. We just keep him right here, and he is dead. Basically killed himself. We're going down to the next floor. We're still on the clock here, man. We need to very, like, succinctly, to put it very succinctly, we need to not get hit until we can get a Spirit Heart. I'm kind of tempted to Hanged Man into the curse room to try to pick up a Spirit Heart, but pardon me, it's a little bit of a worst case scenario, if you will, or like a more desperate scenario. Okay, well, I've erased that daily from my mind. Poor performance. Life goes on. Loki's horns are my best friend. I think we'll take Loki's horns. Oh, I didn't even show the seed, did I? 1 FR1, 0 RQJ. It's... Ooh, the Chariot's actually pretty good here. It's, not great Loki's horns, and also it gives us, like, a very real chance to, like, maybe not be able to pick up something cool. Like, if we now get, Dr. Fetus, or Fetus in a Jar, we're gonna be like, oh, I unfortunately can't take it, or I will definitely die. But out of the 2 items there, I mean, they both kind of had that same kind of principle guiding them, right? Like, my best friend is also good sometimes, but sometimes it'll, you know, make enemies less predictable because they're gonna jump. They're gonna have a 50% chance to jump towards you and a 50% chance to jump towards your my best friend, and oftentimes that can lead to getting hit. So you may disagree with that, but I took Loki's horns. Diplopia, it's an interesting choice, isn't it? I guess we could keep Diplopia on this, or like from this floor on. Wow, because we have no spacebar item to replace it with. And if we use Diplopia, we get like a free compass, a free Spirit Heart. It's not that meaningful. It's okay, but if we're gonna get a free compass... Oh, I just bought that by accident. Brain, what are you doing today, man? My hope is that, like, we could use Diplopia to take free devil deals. Oh, I've squandered it in such an outrageous way. If we get free devil deals, that doesn't count as taking a devil deal, so we can still get the angel precedent, but we also have the chance to actually, oh, that's really good, though. To actually, get the item. So if we get something like, you know, Brimstone or Mom's Knife, we can have that and a deal with the angel. I would be in my best, it would be on my best behavior, let's put it that way, to try to get, as much money as we possibly can. And every single penny, every single bomb that we pick up helps us get closer to making Diplopia happen. Because Diplopia doubles the pedestals that you get on the ground. Well, it doubles whatever is in those pedestals as well, I guess I should say. So, if we get, like a Brimstone that's on a pedestal, it's gonna cost us. We just double it, and then we get 1 Brimstone for free. Might as well take this. No way we're gonna find a blood bank on this floor, huh? Every penny counts. Don't mind this room so much. At least on, like, a lot of secret rooms, or sorry, big rooms, it's, the parts of it are separate, so we don't have to put ourselves at too much risk to get close to these guys. Nothing else there. Doors open, that's it. You know, like, most big rooms is, like, 30 flies coming at you at the same time, and you're like, ah, shit. This is tough. Come on, just 1 more bomb gives me a very real chance. That's interesting. I think I may do that, even though it will cost us spirit hearts. Let's go to our curse room first. That's great. Should have used Hangman on the way in, maybe. I still am, like, holding out for this Diplopia pickup, and I think it's worth risking. So here's what I'm going to do. Walk over it. Walk over it. Walk over it. Okay. My thinking there was we might get a chest, and if we get a chest, then that's good. We could get enough money to bomb our donation machine, pardon me, and then pick up enough to buy Diplopia. You might be saying, well, why didn't you fight the boss first, you idiot? Oh, 14 cents, I knew it! Why didn't you fight the boss first, you idiot? And there's something valid in there, but also if wow, it's exactly the same as our daily. If we fight the boss first, get the deal with the devil, we can't go back and then do the self-sacrifice shit to get Diplopia. Like, we will, we'll miss out on Diplopia for good, or, sorry, we'll miss out on the devil deal for good. Get Taurus going, please. Also, I had high hopes that we could beat our boss without getting hit as a result of Taurus. And so far, that's kind of working out. I hate your homing shots. Ragman, sneaky and mean. Mummy inside my dreams, I think I hate you. You make me wanna cry, you make me wanna die. I hate you, 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 Ragman. Every game you come into my basement and you try to fuck me up and you tie me up with your bandage. You make some spiders, fill me up and I become the Ragman. Okay, well, obviously we want Torn Photo. Okay, well, this is great because I could have gotten a goat head for free and probably made this the easiest run of all time. Maybe it'll stay open. I doubt it, but maybe it'll stay open. So we're gonna hurt ourselves, that's not where I meant to go. Gonna hurt ourselves as much as possible on the self-sacrifice room here. We have some red hearts, so I mean not many, but we have some red hearts. We just want a chest first. Just get the dream started. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. You feel blessed. I don't know if that gives us a better angel chance or what. Now we've teleported to the deal with the devil. I just want 1 penny. Is this so much to ask? Well, we made some progress, at least. I feel blessed, whatever the heck that means. We're not going to be able to buy Diplopia here. There's just no more resources for us to exploit. All because I accidentally bought a Spirit Heart I ended up trading away anyway. I'm not going to act like it's not my own fault, but it's frustrating. Well, I guess one thing we could do. Buy the bomb. Try to get more money than... Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected was going to happen. Maybe we get lucky with this pill. That is exceptionally lucky. It doesn't allow us to get more money. We could play the self-sacrifice room a little bit more, but I don't really care about that, to be honest with you, right now. In the future, that may be of pivotal importance. But for right now, I don't want to fight an angel statue. But if we can get a key piece, you know, all's not lost on this run. I'm just pissed that I squandered the Diplopia setup, but I squandered it while trying, and I hope that that's clear. Like, I didn't just go, oh, this is a fucking stupid mechanic, it's dumb, never gonna use it. No, I'm going buck wild in these self-sacrifice rooms, man. I'm trying to make it work. And so far, we really haven't suffered any consequences we wouldn't have on a normal run. On a normal, well, a normal run where we're trying to get the Mega Satan, at least. We already can't take the deal with the devil, so not taking the deal with the devil doesn't matter. This is a great room for Taurus. Thank God our speed is like half decent. Wow. Not half decent enough, apparently. There's a bomb back there somewhere, which is worth getting. I mean, this run looks sour right now, but I think it could be sweet in the end. Also, apologies to everyone who, like, really loves, you know, sour stuff. I don't mean to suggest that sour is worse than sweet. I'm just, you know, from a life standpoint, you'd rather have sweet than sour for the most part. From an actual literal taste standpoint, that may well be different depending on your perception. I mean, everybody knows somebody out there, and, you know, I know many of you, in saying this, many of you are going to be like, that's me. Everybody knew someone in high school, and you're like, what's your favorite fruit? They'd be like, a lemon. And you're like, come on, dog. I get that you're trying to define yourself by your unusualness, your peculiarity, your quirkishness, if you will. But, like, that's actually, like, burning the inside of your mouth, right? Like, on a biological level. Yep, I'm gonna get hit, and now I'm probably going to die. But I continue to live. And I'm holding out hope for some great things here. Can I even land? Nope. No, I cannot. Oh, man. Genuine. Oh, that's very lucky. A genuine Isaac slump, I think, would be the polite term to use here. By the way, it's like a couple episodes old now at this point, but thank you for everyone who told me that using the razor blade actually takes your red hearts before your extraneous hearts, your spirits, your demons, etc., etc. I don't know if that was a recent change. Nah, I don't know, man. Maybe we'll stick with the bomb. I don't know if that was a recent change, but it's very helpful to hear about. That makes the razor blade a much more, you know, fantastic starting functional item on Eve than I would have originally anticipated. I will buy this as well. Even though we might not need it, I'm going to buy it because if we find a self-sacrifice room, I'm going to try to take advantage of it. Oh, there is a tinted rock up here. This room is basically just janky if you don't have any form of piercing shots. There we go. Forgot we had the ultimate buster there, which is a scrub who thinks he's fly, or a guy who thinks he's fly, also known as a scrub. I still think we've got the Mega Satan chance here. We feel blessed, whatever the heck that means. And we've hurt ourselves at least 4 or 5 times, maybe even, you know, 5 or 6 times on the self-sacrifice room. So we're not too far away from fighting an angel, I think. Okay, just wait a sec. Taurus is coming up. Beautiful. Beautiful. And not so beautiful. Now we actually gotta fight this dude. Frail's not too bad. Once you're not the Lost and you actually know what his attacks do, not so bad. Alright, we got the PJs. That's alright. Got a lot of HP now. We're gonna do our... Oh, I was gonna say we're gonna do our damnedest to, explore. And maybe find a self-sacrifice room. There is clearly no self-sacrifice room, so we're gone. Prepare yourself for, like, what I assume is going to be a little bit of a long run here, by the way. How's this coffee doing? Oh my god, drinkable already? That doesn't feel right. Okay, keep it going here. Gotta find a self-sacrifice room. Or just an angel room. And let's be honest, we have a great chance to find an angel room on this floor. We're not going to take red heart damage. It's kind of incredible how we've gone from, like, there's a weird clicking sound in the background. That makes me nervous sometimes. There's a clicking sound. You're like, you got, like, Windows Internet Explorer open. Or you got, you know, some kind of instance you don't know about. Twitter's making that sound. Or you got some kind of sneaky-ass malware. I have to do a check on that later today. But, for now, not to alarm anybody out there. If you hear that clicking sound yourself, it's possible maybe, you know, your dad's just got the speakers turned up really loud on the computer upstairs. He's browsing, you know, I don't even try to think of a website dads love. ESPN.go.com on his computer. Dads love ESPN. I love ESPN. I'm not a dad. I'm not even from America. I can't watch the videos. But as the power rankings, man, they keep it together. I don't know what I'm talking about. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, deal with the angel is pretty likely. I mean, it could be a deal with the devil. But we've gone from, like, taking... Oh, interesting, but not what I want right now. We've gone from taking red heart damage on a floor to it being basically inconceivable for us to take red heart damage on this floor. We have to get hit, like, at least 5.5 times. It's pretty unlikely. That... Oh, I was just gonna... we'd run back far enough that I was like... I can't believe we're not going to get hit here. And then we got hit there. Okay. Relax has trapped us in a prison of our own feces. It's just life, man. Probably the worst High Priestess card I've, like, ever used. But at the same time, It's all on me. And also, I'm feeling like a little bit lazy about min-maxing that stuff right now. I've already got my min-maxing loadout slot is taken up by this self-sacrifice room stuff right now. We have gotten some value out of it already. You know, teleporting to the deal with the devil, it makes it potentially really, really useful, especially if you can get it on a second floor where you took red heart damage. Like, that's incredible. Or if you have, like, you know, Yum Heart even. That's what I was saying, like, earlier. Maggie, Maggie could be, like, an awesome character to exploit this with, especially in the early game. Yum Heart, lots of HP. Bob's Rotten Head. I wouldn't necessarily describe it as doing work, but it's showing up for work. It's sitting at its desk, and, you know, it gets distracted sometimes. It doesn't always do the best job, but it's trying, you know, and I have faith that maybe one day it can get there. You know, we're going to hold out a little bit of hope. You know, we're not downsizing yet. Let's go in here because it's half price, and we get an item that is actually pretty valuable for us here. Ceremonial robes. Wow, Bob's Rotten Head, you're fucking fired. What about all that stuff I said? No, that was the old boss. We brought in a new boss because Q4 profits were a little bit lower than we anticipated. And I'm sorry, you gotta go. Oh, these guys are or they're not immune to damage. Okay, well, color me surprised about what happened there. Ooh, okay. We will get that chest. Taurus, please. That's like the meta of actually being able to use Taurus is something I'm not used to, especially this early on. Yeah, there we go. Just walk into them. It's actually being very helpful right now. Being able to use Taurus is really nice. It makes you remember, hey, this item isn't just total shit. No self-sacrifice room on this floor either. It's like the worst Christmas of all time. Where's my self-sacrifice room? Where's my ability to self-flagellate? You know, hurt myself in order to improve my standing in the eyes of the Lord. Let's head down. Oh, sneeze. Real sneeze. And now it's gone. Maybe it wasn't as real as I thought. I can still feel the itchiness in my eye, though. It wants to sneeze. How's our damage? Well, not amazing. If there's anything I'm disappointed about on this run right now, though, it's more the fact that I haven't gotten any deals with the devil after the first floor. And it doesn't have to be deal with the devil, of course. Deal with the angel is fine as well, but like where did they go? This is the one greatest piss off on a Mega Satan attempt, is just not getting the opportunity to get the key pieces. No self-sacrifice rooms and no deal with the devils, deal with the angels, I should say. The thing that bugs me is, well, maybe I shouldn't double down that much, because I've never really made a habit of looking for self-sacrifice rooms. So it's possible that I'm like, there's no self-sacrifice rooms, but my brain actually hasn't flagged, you know, room with the spikes as something that we should consider to be important enough to look for yet. So maybe I'll slow my roll on that a little bit, lest I embarrass myself. At this point, oh, okay, at least we hit. At least we hit. That's all I care about there. Wasn't a direct hit, but, you know, even a graze is worth something there. Just ask Brian Grazer, executive producer of the early Spider-Man films in the 2000s. Technically, there were earlier Spider-Man films on CBS television in the 1970s, NL. Look, okay, I just want you to know, your friends have come and they've talked to me and they've said, can you tell Mike to stop with his esoteric Spider-Man knowledge? It's really, like, we're trying to meet new people and it's kind of proving to be a barrier to entry, but, you know, we like him. It's not coming from a place of ill will. We just want him to be happy, and he's going to be happier if he stops alienating people with his bullshit nerd talk about Spider-Man. And this isn't a Spider-Man club. So, Mike, your friends, they love you. Stop talking about the 1960s CBS made-for-television movie about Spider-Man, okay? It's not, people can't relate to it. Michael! They can't relate to it, mate! It's not contemporary! So that's your ultimate test. If you've got a bad impression of an oceanic accent, try to say contemporary. Contemporary! Doesn't quite work. And there's where my impression completely falls apart. Hold on, NL. I thought you were Australian. No, that's not true. Not that I know of, at least. I think I'm gonna start transitioning to full douchebag. You know, whenever people were like, you got any kids? Maybe, you know, depending on your age, you might not get that question too much now. But, you know, I'm 27. I'm married. Sometimes a very common question is, hey, do you and your wife have kids? And then you go, not that I know of. And then everyone laughs because it's a joke everyone laughs at. I'm going to start answering that to every single question people ask me. Like when you're at a restaurant, they'll be like, hey, excuse me, have you been served yet? Not that I know of. And they'll be like, wow, this guy's a fucking dick. Get out of... You're not welcome here. You tried to pull that joke last week. You put on an Australian accent. Acted like you were a different person. That's my brother. That doesn't work. That was... Michael! That's my uncle! His name is also Michael! It doesn't work. But I'm gonna keep doing it. That's never stopped me. Are you telling me I threaded the needle with Bob's rotten head there? I missed like 8 ghosts that were all in a straight line. I don't know whether to kill ya or kiss ya on that one. Ooh. Oh, okay. I guess one Taurus charge is not enough to kill a ghost in this day and age. We're at 20 fucking minutes on the Dank Depths 1. This is, well, it's not really making incredible time. What is... Yo, Bob's Rotten Head, you gotta crank up that hitbox, man. This is outrageous. Alright, let's do it. I'm ready. It's the adversary. That's a tanky enemy. I really don't like him being in the back corner. Yeah, that's like the worst possible place for him to be for us, because he's got a great angle on that brimstone shot. There we go, that's what we're looking for. Get in there. Every single hit with Taurus is worth like 5 times the damage that we had done in total with our tears. That's a little harrowing. Holy shit, we have an angel statue. We knew it was going to happen at some point. It's Holy Mantle. You've been out too long in the Midnight Sea. This is a great item. The only question now is, do we have enough time to actually get the second angel statue and second key piece? And that largely depends on, you know, arithmetic and us not taking red heart damage. If I could finagle it so it just worked without... Are you ever going to do an attack? Also, am I ever going to get Taurus? If we could finagle it just so that we could get into a self-sacrifice room and make it happen that way, that might be much better. But a Holy Mantle, of course, is a great pickup for us. I'm going to look for a self-sacrifice room just to see if we can take some of the guesswork out of it. If this ends up being a 50-minute run, at least we accomplished something after totally bricking up the daily like a maroon. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I had an acquaintance in university who always said, what a maroon. I always assume he took it from like a, ooh, this is bad, but I'll take it. It's not bad, fruitcake, it's just dangerous. I don't think we can cheat the system, by the way, by not, like, just letting Holy Mantle take all the damage. Now, the question is, how deep is your love here? You feel blessed. Do you have to do it all on the same room? Surely they wouldn't make you do that. Well, we did get a red heart somewhere here. I think we gotta try, even though it costs us an HP. This is it's in the pursuit of knowledge. Let's give it a shot. That's what I'm looking for. That's some good stuff right there. Lots of bombs. It's an angel statue. If this gives us our second key piece, all is forgiven forever. We can start taking deals with the angel if they show up. I don't want to teleport to Mega Satan yet. I know that's another thing you can do from these angel statues, or from these self-sacrifice rooms. I'd much rather just have the opportunity to, you know, go to every other floor in the game and get more bonuses before we do that, even if Mega Satan is a little bit nerfed the further you go. Oh my god. Whoa! That's like 7 spirit hearts, man. There's our second angel statue. I still think it's in our best interest. This is a much nicer, cleaner way to be able to get to Mega Satan. It's not a guarantee because you need to have so much HP to make it happen, but still. If you can actually afford to go in deep on this, like if you had like Wafer, Nun's Habit, Yumheart or something, you can make some really good stuff happen there. This is the first time I've made it work as well, so I'm pretty happy about it. Second key piece? Yeah! I don't know, let's play a little bit more, see what happens. Oh, now it's gonna make me teleport, probably. Fuck it. Let's do one more. It's not giving us anything. I think when we go down to the next floor, we may immediately teleport into a Mega Satan fight. If that's the case, we may be fucked. But we've learned a valuable lesson, and that's never trust the game. Let's see. Where are we going down here? Exquisite. This is not the dark room. I'm thrilled because now it's still not a foregone conclusion that we will win. But we don't have to fight angel statues anymore. If a deal with the devil shows up, we can take it and be fine. But the more pressing matter, sincerely, is that even if a deal with the devil doesn't show up, we can still fight Mega Satan and have a chance to win this one. So even if the self-sacrifice room only ends up being like a fail-safe, you know, if things go terribly wrong, you can still get a deal with the you can still get the key pieces that you normally only get from a deal with the angel. That's extremely positive. I consider that to be worth its weight in gold, at least for runs like this. I wonder if we could start brainstorming how to make stuff like that happen with Lilith. So the fruitcake pickup is, it's not thrilling for me, but sometimes you'll get some cool tier effects from it. Lots of times you will get some deleterious tier effects, and the majority of the time you'll probably get a tier effect you barely notice, but... that's unfortunate. But I'm not necessarily happy to have it, but the occasional Holy Light or Godhead shot is, if not worth the cost of doing business, at least fun. Alright, I'm sure I'm gonna get yelled at a little bit about the way that I use that self-sacrifice room. You know, you have to... Nobody remembers the Krebs cycle the first time that they learn it, right? You gotta study the Krebs cycle. I don't remember the exact payouts. I don't even remember if there are exact payouts. That was unfortunate. I don't even remember if there are exact payouts except for the intervals at which you get the key pieces. Come on, dog. I think everything else, like that 7 Spirit Heart wave, I'm pretty sure that was just like a weighted chance to get 7 Spirit Hearts. It could have also been, you know, a Troll Bomb, like that one Curse of the Tower one we had. Or it could have been, you know, an Eternal Heart or 2 Eternal Hearts or something like that. I don't know. There's like, not disproportionate, but variable rewards. As far as I know, at least. So we're, you gotta give it some time for that strategy to percolate downwards. I mean, like, it took almost a year for me to even understand Deal with the Devil precedent. I remember, like, not even precedent, but, like, Deals with the Devil in general. I remember, like, before, it was, like, maybe a year or 6 months after, Vanilla Isaac, even pre-Wrath of the Lamb, Rock, Paper, Shotgun wrote an article, and they're like, did you know that, in The Binding of Isaac, Deal with the Devil chance is based on whether or not you took red heart damage on the last floor? And I was like, whoa, you guys are blowing my mind. I didn't even know how deep the rabbit hole went. Gimpy, by the way, solid payout here, but I'm just saying there's lots of options here. There's lots of things to learn. Oh, okay, I gotta talk to Mathis temporarily. It looks like his Blood Bowl game is done and he wants to play. Need to finish this run, and then I'm not gonna tell him this, but I'm probably gonna defecate afterwards. So we'll just let him think that this is a really long run. Because if there's one thing you need to know about NL, it's that he's a long pooper. Daddy likes to read. Doesn't get as much alone time as he used to. Likes to have a little bit of his quiet meditation in the commode, if you will. As I call it, the Commodore. Also the name of a very popular music venue in Vancouver. I'll let the comparison in the name between that and what I called my toilet speak for itself. That's just a joke that made me seem cultured. I've never been to the Commodore. I've been by it a lot. I always see people like super lined up for it. And I'm like, who's playing? Oh, the Beatles? Psh, I remember when I liked them when I was 16. Puberty. Not too worried about the chests or anything at this point. I'm just like, let's just get through this. Let's gain some momentum. We've been going real slow for quite some time here. Okay, at least this guy does take damage. I was worried that he was only going to take damage when the other unit died. That's not the case. Let's do this, Mom. Ooh, that's okay. We're looking for Godhead shots predominantly. Beams of light from heaven are not going to be bad, but they're not going to do so much for us because the foot is going to move so much. Like a complete brick of a Taurus play there. Ooh, there goes Holy Mantle. You've been out too long in the Midnight Sea. Yep. I got out of that somehow, but I was very cognizant of the fact that I had trapped myself in that corner because the foot took forever to come down. I mean, the Red Mom fight is going okay, but Red Mom is also probably, in most situations, the easiest fight. The Guardian Challenge, the easiest Mom fight at least. The Guardian Challenge is a noted exception where, you know, having the foot constantly come down means you will die and you are fucked endlessly. But in our situation right now, this is not so bad. Desperately would love some extra damage, though. Don't get me wrong on that one. Okay, good. Pivot, pivot. Plie, plie. That's... Oh, I really thought that was going to explode in my face. Instead, it didn't. Now we've got Taurus. What a time to be alive. Okay, well that was an easy room that only took us 4.5 minutes to beat, so I'm feeling pretty good about things. Like, I focus so much on the Mega Satan priorities, or like requirements, prerequisites, that's the word I was gunning for there, from an academic context. The ability to fly will be helpful here for sure, especially because our speed outside of the Taurus activation is not very good, but, or not as good as I'd like. I focus on that stuff so much because it really is the crux of whether or not we're going to be able to truly succeed on this run, that I sometimes find myself realizing way too late in the game, like, hey, our shit sucks, like, we're in a really bad situation. From a damage standpoint. But we're not really in that bad of a situation. We have some time to make it up. Petrified poop is not something I'm truly too interested in here. I mean, we are in not a great position, for sure. But we have HP, which is strange, because for a long time on this run, we didn't. That self-sacrifice room really sold us on it. Oh, thank God. Okay, kill the bomb flies. And then as many of the other ones as is possible. Pretty lucky to not get killed there. Or hit, at least. Oh, God's flesh. Stop him! Let's go down. The money's unlikely to matter. Totally bricked up the Hush fight. That's not happening on this one. But we don't need it. We already have that as Kane. This is all about just knocking Mega Satan off so that we can finally do standard Deal with the Devil runs again for the first time in like a month. Well, or focus on the Keeper stuff. And the Lost Mega Satan run, which is, of course, going to be the coup de grace. Everybody's beaten Lost Greed Mode now. Not to spoil it, but Kate beat Lost Greed Mode. She did it in a really cool way, too, which I thought was really novel, is that she started as Isaac, I think, got a great run, and then just played like Mom's Box until she got, or Mom's Box of Trinkets until she got Missing Poster, died, came back as the Lost, and then was like, here we are. You know, I skipped the hard part of making the Lost work as the Lost, and just kind of like grandfathered myself into a cool Lost run. Hey man, if they add that mechanic into the game, I think it's completely valid. And like, it's no less valid than just holding R until you start with the run you're happy with, at least. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. I won't spoil anybody else, but I got Skype messages from some people, not Mathis, who have told me that they have recently beaten Ultra Greed with the Lost. And I'm like, man, that's really impressive. I still think, well, I mean, the Holy Mantle thing is going to change it a little bit, but I still think that probably, well, you know what, let's just get Taurus charged up. I still think that probably the Mega Satan Lost run is going to be a little bit more tricky than that. Just because it's more of an investment on either side of it. There we go. I didn't want to waste another bomb if I didn't have to. Oh, this is going to be like an hour-and-a-half long run. I do not want to die against Mega Satan. Please, don't let me die against Mega Satan. Hey, Kane, don't let me die. It's been a long week regarding Isaac. This is why nobody invites me to karaoke. Remember to float me one mom's knife. And then we will strive to complete the objective. Hey, Kane. Where's Tech Point X? I had to say Tech Point X so it actually fit in syllable-wise. Let's make this... okay, let's just stop. It's the end. But that's okay. It worked for a little while. Who we got? Alright. Partner, keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. Alright. It's death. A single cube of meat is a little too little to be very excited about, but is acceptable and will be nice. With Holy Mantle, we can use that for some extra damage on rooms that we're impatient on, which is a lot of them. Oh, snap. The bomb flies are all gone. Long time passing. This is a great day to be alive. Death is very close. We got another angel room. Not a surprise. The Bible is a... I'm like... You know, maybe it's not that bad because we have the opportunity to use it on Mom's heart and get an instant kill. Is that worth more than Bob's Rotten Head once every 3 rooms? I erred on the side of that being not worth it here, but it wasn't off by much, which should tell you something about how bad our spacebar item selections are right now. So, of course, I'm obviously disappointed by the fact that, oh, wow. Didn't see that coming. Obviously disappointed by the fact that we didn't get a deal with the devil, or at least a great deal with the angel after making all those sacrifices on the self-sacrifice room. But the reason we did those sacrifices on the self-sacrifice room was not to put ourselves in the world's safest position or anything like that, or when it comes to like, let's put it this way, it wasn't to get Brimstone or Mom's Knife, even though I wrote a whole song about that just a moment ago. It was more just to guarantee that we were for sure going to get the ability to fight Mega Satan. And then if we die against Mega Satan, as we have several times before, at least we've learned something new on this one. I really do feel like this cube of meat is actually like... Maybe I underestimated it. It seems like it could be worth its weight in gold. As you can see, like... At least it's worth its weight in time. Like, being able to just, you know, kill 1 or 2 enemies and then use my cube of meat aggressively, and then when we get hit, slow my roll again. And be like, okay, we're gonna slow down. I'm gonna use the Joker card right here, because the Balls of Steel card is more valuable. More valuable for our survival, at least. And the Krampus fight, look, it's obviously not the exact fight we wanted, but at the same time... Oh, that was bad. But at the same time, it's not that bad, because we're gonna get something we're gonna want. That is so shitty of me. But no matter what he gives me, yeah, Krampus's head is worth 10 times more than Bob's Rotten Head. Even if we can't use it very often, it's still, like, substantially better. There's, like, 30 times the damage, we can use it half as much. That's a fair trade in my mind. Can go to the curse room for free. Sweet. Should remember, we're going to the chest here, not the dark room. I've been going to the dark room so much that, you know, even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. I'm a man of the land. I'm into discipline. Got a Bible in my hand and a beard on my chin. Man, I have not heard Amish Paradise in probably like at least 9 or 10 years. And still, it's just in my head. Can't remember, you know, how to initialize a freaking object array in Java. Learned it like 3 months ago. Remember all the words to a song you predominantly listened to when you were 11 years old. Thanks a lot, spongy human brain. That is a little bit antiquated as a result of our evolutionary pressures from our distant past. I mean, that was a joke, by the way. I can remember how to initialize an object array in Java. Come on, like I'm not a total Java scrub. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. And I'm happy that you've chosen to come on this journey with me, Judgment. There we go. Just get him confused. Feed him shit, keep him in the dark. This is what I'm looking for. Taurus gives us even more invincibility, and there we go. No deal, which is real disappointing. But, here we go, up to the next floor. I have high hopes. I'm gonna Hermit card right now. It saved us one room, but that could be the worst room, man. It could also have 8 Spirit Hearts on it, but in all likelihood, it probably is just gonna be like, you know, famine or something like that. But hey, now we don't have to fight famine. Okay, how do I like my chances right now? Who are you, Toby Keith? Oh, we have to do this room anyway. It was a great, you made me skip a good room. I like our chances, it's feeling a little strange here. I like our chances decently enough. Oh, there's a rock tinted. I'm really excited by the opportunities that it will be presented by having some extra items on the shop. I'm hoping that we get something half decent. We're gonna have the ability to get hit like 13 times. At least. More if we get the cancer or the wafer. I guess we shouldn't call it the cancer, you know what I mean. If we get those, we get a little bit more leeway. Nice. Also, Taurus will give us a period of invincibility that we're not going to really be able to architect when it's going to pop, but, you know, we will get some period of invincibility against some enemies. Hopefully we'll be able to use that to our advantage as much as I foresee it. But mostly, I mean, it doesn't even come down to this, but I'm like, it would be dope if you gave me, like, proptosis. You don't have to, like, I think... there's a compelling narrative here in us, like, scrounging for everything that we've gotten. But there's also a compelling narrative in, like, scrounging for everything that you've gotten and then just winning the lottery, right? Old man, turned 98, won the lottery, died the next day. Like, it would be, isn't it the Chronic? Dr. Dre? It's like Dre, on your mixtape is the DOC. Anyway, like, there's a great song in there. I'm never gonna do it, but I'm just the idea guy, man. He said ironically. Iconically. Let's just, yes, thank you. Rely on an explosion there to help us out. You know what? Yeah, come down on top of me, see if I care. I can get hit one extra time. We have Gimpy, so I'm like, let's trade some of our extraneous HP for the ability to kill Daddy Longlegs quickly, because I hate him. I'm only going to go back for the Spirit Heart if we have to, and it looks like we're going to have to, because we're probably not going to get 2 on this room if we get hit. How dope would that be, though? Seriously? Like, I guess we can wait for Taurus. Okay, well, this is very much the moment of truth. It's been a long episode. I've had like 3 cups of coffee over the course of this episode, man. This is like my morning condensed into one video. You may be surprised by this, but I am not. Oh, that's dumb, but thank you for saving me and then hurting me again and then hurting me again. Okay. Okay. Cool it up here. Cool it down, cool it up, doesn't matter. Cool is like, it's a thermometer. Like, it doesn't have an up and down. It's a scale, like a number line that goes from the negatives to the positives. It's just the thermometers are typically oriented vertically, thereby causing you to perceive cool as being, like, lower from a vertical standpoint. But don't be ridiculous. Get hit less. But what I was going to say before the incredible, you know, cacophony of disaster that happened and caused us to lose 3 Spirit Hearts is, wow, first off, we're doing, like, no damage. Secondly, I'm not too concerned about the fact that we didn't have Krampus's head ready, because obviously it's much better served. Oh my god. It's much better served against Mega Satan than it is against, Isaac himself. Explode, please. Thank you. I really don't like my performance on this fight. I would have expected us to not get hit, to be honest with you. To be 4 Spirit Hearts down is catastrophic. And at some point, you gotta think, like, you're your own worst enemy, right? Like, I've super got the yips here against Mega Satan. Mega Satan used to be, I wouldn't say a joke, but it was like, yeah, we'll fight Mega Satan, no big deal. Now he's like this great big, you know, he's fucking Sauron. It's not Sauron, it's Soren. I remember. Soren Oakenshield. protagonist from the Hobbit films. Please, 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 please. Okay, good. I'm sorry you had to hear a grown man beg there. Unlock the door. Good. Not good. Ugh. Okay. Man. I'm kinda like... maybe we should try to kill ourselves as Mega Satan and come back. I know this sounds ridiculous. And may very well be ridiculous. But what's my thinking? Get hit with Gimpy a lot. Hopefully in a constructive fashion. But get hit with Gimpy a lot. Drop a few Black Hearts or Spirit Hearts. Use those to then buoy your victory against Mega Satan. Also, you know, gives us a chance to get more items. Is this even a good item for us? I think so. But people got me guessing now. They're second guessing myself. I'm not going to use Krampus's head. And I'm not going to deliberately get hit, at least not yet. Hey, that's awesome. My thinking right now is, you know, if we play it slow, we have the opportunity to abuse, like, every available advantage right now. I'm going to try to kill Gluttony last. We have the opportunity to abuse every available advantage that we have. We can choose later whether or not we like the idea of going for broke, right? And if we ever need to pivot out, I guess we should take this. If we ever need to pivot out and say, like, you know, let's go fight Mega Satan right now, we can easily do it. But for right now, I'm like, well, let's pick up some extra hearts if we can. Let's pick up some extra items if we can. And I think this is a much more sensible choice than the alternative. This is like my awakening period. Not in like a pubescent sense, but more like, you know, if you want something done right, do it right the first time. May or may not be like an actual expression that exists. I think I feel comfortable using Krampus's head on this room. But I want to wait for Taurus first. Yes. Just in case. Good enough. I'll take it. We got a black card out of it as well. See, this is what I'm hoping for. Stuff like this. This room shouldn't be too bad. You know, the Holy Mantle pickup is outrageously good. The Gimpy pickup could save our asses too. Taurus is helping out a ton. Now, I know that maybe this plan seemed outrageous at first, but we've concocted a little bit of benefit for ourselves so far in the form of that one extra black card. It's not a ton, and we've spent the Krampus's head charge to get it, I guess, but we got a luck upgrade as well, which could translate to more items, like Stigmata. You're starting to believe, I think. There's been an awakening. Have you felt it? Okay, Ragman. My nemesis from earlier in the run. Do I deserve to win this run? To finally knock this shit off the Kane list? Fuck yes. I can be self-hating at times. Why not, right? I can be self-hating at times, and I've made some mistakes on this run without a doubt. But I've got to forgive myself for some of those. Because, man, we've also been fucked in ways that I did not even know were possible while trying to get this Mega Satan stuff done. That Kane run, where we just didn't get a second key piece, that was a good one. Played pretty well, but just ended up never being able to make it happen. This is a great opportunity to use several bombs here. I don't mind the idea of not using several bombs. Wow, thank you for the black card. But, like, saving them for the Mega Satan fight, but at the same time, it doesn't matter too much for us here, I suppose. I can't believe this is like an hour-and-a-half long video. People are going to tune into this being like, whoa, how did NL make that daily that goes to Mom last so long? Oh, well, you know, step one is you got to pick up the shovel. That's for sure. Do we just go fight Mega Satan right now? In some ways, I'm like, of course we do. In other ways, I'm like, of course we don't. Because it's going really well. Oh, that was very dumb of me. Of course we don't, you know. Try to tough it out. We traded a black card for Halo of Flies there. That's pretty okay. Even if we don't get Krampus's head back for the boss fight, I'm so ready to, like, be happy about that decision. We get Mysterious Liquid. Mysterious Liquid is a good pickup for us. Okay, we can't stand next to our own shots any longer. Fruitcake's just screwing me sometimes. One Mega Fatty is basically dead. Oh, there we go. Taurus is ready. Oh, he stood still for far too long for that to be good for his health. Battery charge. Nice. This room is not worth using Krampus's head on. Should be easy enough. So what's the secret for our... Oh, come on. Just give me some HP. What's the secret for our Mega Satan fight? Just don't get hit like an idiot. I've pretty much given up on the strategy I was talking about, by the way, of playing as Dark Judas. I think we just try to make this one happen. As is. and whatever items we can pick up along the way, hey man, that's fine by me. Don't kill Sloth yet. Thank you. Thank you. It would be in my best interest to maybe get a Great Tarot card. You know, Strength, Hierophant, or Babylon. You've heard of him. Oh, Taurus is like, allows us to actually do what I want to do with precision for once. Temperance is like definitely not what I was looking for. At all. Remember, just keep yourself far away. You know, you get a status effect, a Holy Light Shot. Baby, you got a stew going when it comes to killing a Gertie Jr. Just live long enough for Taurus to work. Would it kill you to just give me like a couple more chests? I mean, you've done pretty well by my standards, game, thus far, but still. There we go, teleport. What a huge honor, and thank you so much for your. I appreciate it. Okay, again, kill Sloth last, even though you shot at him first. Whoa, a secret room could be nice. That is what we're looking for. Polyphemus and the Hierophant. Wow. Thanks for the troll bomb. Well, if there's ever been a time to fight Mega Satan, it has to be now. We've done it. We've made it happen on paper. All we have to do now is make it happen in the actual fight. It took us 50 goddamn minutes. This is like a long run by Afterbirth standards, without a doubt. And the daily stacked up at the top of it doesn't help with its, you know, kind of ridiculous length. But now this is a bad time for this, but gotta do what you gotta do, right? Rate of fire with Polyphemus here is still really good. I don't know what's making that happen, but I appreciate it. We at least, we kind of whiffed, if we're being honest, on the Krampus's headshot, but it could have been worse. We at least wounded Death and War, who are both annoying to deal with. Good. More freeze shots, please. Anytime we can get through this without him actually getting a chance to shoot is perfect for us. We've gone through, you know, this will be our second part of the first phase. We just lost Holy Mantle. You know, we're killing enemies and dropping red hearts thanks to Gimpy. We got a good thing going here. Should throw down, when we fight some of the tougher enemies, or like larger waves, should throw down some butt bombs, speed it up a little. Leave myself at a little bit less risk. Now, I have taken a lot more damage now. But we're almost on, oh my god, never stand so close unless you're picking up a Spirit Heart, in which case, stand as close as you need to get it. But, we're gonna do this. At least we accomplished something, and I've fucking worked for it on this one, man. This one was it was a task. It was a trial. But now we never have to do Kane Mega Satan again unless we want to. And that is a relief. He's got to be dead, like when that bomb explodes. Okay, maybe now. Fantastic. So he's done with all of his spawning. Now we just have to deal with second phase, and again, now I'm like, we can't lose, basically. Oh boy! Just your standard 4 gigabyte Isaac run here. Take 6.5 presidential terms to upload, but is it worth it when it goes up? I hope so. Halo of Flies just letting me stay in here all day. Extra black card up there. That was a bad hit on my part, but I'm thinking at this point we can go toe-to-toe. Yeah, he's basically dead. Oh, that is a relief. Halo of Flies just destroys those fires, man. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. That was a wild one, but we finally made it happen. We got Picky Baby. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. Oh, Green Baby, too. If you liked it, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.